good school districts.
Alright, my name is Devon. 14. I don't know, I'm good at the high school. But what can the state do better to budget for money than other than general fees? What can the state do better than to budget for money than other than general
funds?
What can the state do better to budget?
What can the state do better to budget for money than other general fund?
Basically, how can we make a better budget? How can we implement something like a zero-based budgeting, where we stop spending more than we're taking in?
That's a good question. I'm not sure I'd answer that question.
Don't spend more than we have.
Well,
Maybe cut things we don't need.
quit wasting money. Hurry up and get through with the budget this year. We waste a lot of money. I mean, we waste money on things we don't need. Like, my pet peeve's always been the frivolous things that we waste money on, like green bee museums and,
Naming a state vegetable.
yeah, naming a state vegetable. I mean, why do we need to name a state vegetable? Why do we waste time in the legislature? Why don't we just do issues? The collar, we named the state vegetable collar. Yeah.
Why not? What is it?
I mean, yeah, why not okra? And that was brought up. But we didn't, it didn't go through the House, just so y'all know. It only went through the Senate. It was brought forth by my state senator that we named the state vegetable collar. And it went through the Senate, but it did not pass the House because they brought up corn and string beans. But we have time to do that, so we waste time on things like that instead of just doing real issues. And that's another one of my pet peeves. But I mean, we waste money on naming roads after people and signs for roads, and we don't need to do that. Why can't we just call it I-26, Airport Boulevard, or whatever it is? Why do we have to name roads after people? And why do I like numbers just fine. Don't y'all just like numbers? It's easy to punch in. I can help.
Well, then you kind of wonder,
Why do we waste the money?
and why somebody would want something like that named after them.
Hey, my road ain't
You'd think that you were in public
Your road's
service,
named
you'd be humble.
Yeah, but you're not. I mean, if you were a state, see, I would be scared to have something named after me if I was a state senator, because then I might do something really dumb. Not like your street name, but I mean like a big highway named after you. So, like all these things they've been doing lately, like my senator has a bridge named after him, and like the new
Interchange.
to the airport,
Interchange.
Yeah, that we name after people, and they take up time in the Senate and the House voting on these things, and then we have to buy a sign, and then we have to take time off and go have a ceremony, and we have to do all these things, and we pay for that, and that is a waste of money that we don't need to waste.
We have two more.
I'm Brandon, and I'm playing football after I graduated high school.
In Carolina?
I don't know that one. I might go to Georgia.
Okay, well I like Bulldogs as long as you're not paying Carolina.
Once the economy improves, what can be done to keep the state from trying to restore agency budget to pre-recession levels?
What can we do? Quit wasting money? Short and sweet. Quit wasting money. Quit naming state vegetables.
He's got a long one.
Our state has been running parallel computer systems for the last 9 years for a computer modernization project that was projected to take 5 years to fully interface and consolidate over 90 state agencies. The cost overruns have significantly exceeded the $63 million budget set in 2003. There hasn't been consistent funding for this project in the Department of Transportation. It's already been completion. what will you do when your senator shooting to a great price?
Okay. Give me the question in a nutshell. We've been running duplicate computer systems to,
Getting rid of STARS and implementing SCIUS. Basically, merging the state's accounting systems and payroll. And certain agencies would require certain modifications that the old system currently doesn't offer. So nobody's arguing we need to do this, we need to update our technology.
right,
Unfortunately, the General Assembly made a promise to fully fund this within 5 years. They didn't. So there's cost overruns now, nearly double the original projections. They're not taking it seriously. When you're elected, what will you do to make sure that this computer convergency project can be completed?
well, somebody needs to look at it seriously and get down to the crux of things and get back to what they originally agreed to do and take it seriously and spend the money where they said they were going to do it. I mean, needless to say, they've probably waited so long now that the cost of things has gone up. You know, that's what happens when you sit around and you waste time and you know, naturally the price of everything goes up. So they're going to have to reevaluate the budget that they, you know, spent on it and go ahead and get it completed so that they can stay within whatever the budget was that they originally allocated for it, or, you know, go ahead and complete it so they can. I would have to study it more to find out exactly, because I'm not up to date on that, but I'm sure that they would need to revisit that and get it completed so they can stay within the budget.
And our legislators really ought to be more thoughtful that it's our money and that,
Right.
like I said, prices go up.
Yeah, I mean, when you say you're going to do something, and you wait and wait and wait,
Costs us more
the
money.
price is going to go up.
Right, running 2 systems for an additional 4 years has cost way more than we
Right.
budgeted for.
If they had done it when they said they were going to do it, the price would have, they would have already solved that problem.
And one last wrap up, Taylor, you're it. You're up.
Okay, my name's Taylor, and I don't really know what I want to do for my guys, but I'm optimistic about the next generation of public servants, my fellow classmates and me, who will soon be making decisions that impact our daily lives. What advice can you give us as we start on our lives in chapter?
I didn't hear the last one.
What advice can you give us on our life next chapter?
What advice can I give you on your lives next chapter? Oh, well, I can tell you what you need to do. You need to get involved. You need to go out there and you need to find out as much as you can about everything that's going on, especially what's going on in government and in politics. And you need to find out what your legislators are doing, what decisions they're making. Find out what things they're voting on that don't make any sense, and you need to call them on it. If they're making some crazy decision and they're over there voting on collards and green beans when they need to be voting on tort reform and voter ID, you need to pick up the phone and call them. You know, they got the number on there, and you need to say, what are you doing? We need to be making some good, hard choices and not wasting time, because when you're wasting time, you're wasting taxpayer dollar, you're wasting our money. And you really do. You need to get involved. Getting involved now. You don't have to wait until you graduate from high school. You don't have to wait 2 years or 5 years. You can get involved now and make a difference. I mean, you see children, kids all the time getting involved, and you can get involved now and make a difference. So you need to go ahead and do it now.
Excellent advice. For those that are interested in the next couple months, we get your contact information. I'll give it to the students, and maybe they can help. I think starting on local campaigns would be wonderful.
In fact, I even brought y'all a surprise. Just what you've always wanted. So when you're sitting on your